All right, what's your last one?
Last question. When it comes to what Jamil, when you brought up earlier about white supremacy and of course the political system and all that, we tend to want to raise children to be athletes, and very few are in that 0.1% of in the political field. How do we get to that state? Because we know the president has no power as far as in what he can or she can do without Congress say so.
Are you telling me he doesn't have the authority to build that wall?
No.
What?
He's all
I'm good about that.
That's a different subject. I thought he was going to help us. I thought he was going to make America... He doesn't have authority to make America great again?
Oh, man.
He don't got authority
What?
to make the house great again.
That man will tell you on Twitter he doing it every day.
His own wife got this man away.
But again, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to... What's up, everybody? I'm Elliott-Carter, and this is the Intellectual Controversy Podcast.
So, how do we first get to the point where we educating parents to motivate and teach their children that yes, it's a long road to becoming businessmen and women, to become politicians, to become part of Congress, to, if you're going to go military work to become that colonel, that attorney general. How do we push that agenda to get our youth and get ourselves into that position to where we are the ones changing laws? And where does it start? City, council, city, state, federal? How do we push that?
Your house. Starts in your house. Because of this, like you said, like you talked about before, parents.
Yeah.
One thing that I feel like is missing, because, we didn't really get to talk about this, with music and how it connects to all of us, but it's arts.
Yeah.
The arts are very important because it allows people to create and be in a space. And people who tend to create like that, they don't just want to dunk a basketball. They may still want to do it, but they see the value in reaching other people. And a lot of times, within our communities, we are trying to find a better way out. It keeps being the thing. We need to find a better way out. I look at someone like LeBron James who understands what he went through. He tries to teach kids there are other ways besides this. You're a great player, we get it, but there are other ways which you can make and affect change in society. We have to show our children the value of that. Not just being a singer or not just being a ball player, but to say, hey, what do you want to do? I ask the kid, like I asked my son, I want to be a scientist. But it's funny how he can say it at 5, but as we get closer to 15, I don't want to dunk a ball. I don't know if it'll come, but I just think that parents have to remember, and grandparents, uncles, it takes a village to make sure you keep kids on a good path. And it takes mentors. There are kids that I grew up with that, they had people in their ears just like I did to say, hey, make sure you do the right thing. And there are times where you don't want to do the right thing because it's easier not to, but stay focused because you might make the difference for the next person. And like I said, when I worked as in corporate and situations, I knew that the person behind me, if I didn't do it the right way, they were going to feel the pain. Right. So I think it starts within our own communities having these conversations. That's a great question.
That's probably my favorite question.
No one is really talking about that. We just say, okay, play ball. Get out the hood, get out this and that. Hey, this is America. You can move where you want.
Right.
Make some money, fly across the country, get out of that place.
Absolutely.
And we don't tell our children to focus and dream big. We just limit our dreams.
And okay, so my answer is going to be very, very similar to yours. Starting with the kids as well, I'm going to say this. Let's maybe we shouldn't idolize entertainers as much because, like you were just saying, like when you're sometimes in a poor neighborhood, you're just like, wow, this is the only way out. I have to either rap or play basketball or act or do stand-up comedy, all that. It's always comes down to entertainment. You gotta entertain these white folks to get paid. That's what our mindset is when we're in these situations. My thing is as a child, when they say, "Hey, I'm interested in being a cop, I'm interested in the space shuttle program, I'm interested in being a doctor," man, show these people that could be cool too. Exactly. Find a cool doctor. Don't show him Ben Carson. Show him another doctor. Show him another doctor that is awesome. That's done so much things. It's like, wow, make their heads spin when they show them this doctor.
I agree.
That put this doctor on that LeBron James, Michael Jordan level.
I agree.
Seriously.
To where they want to go towards.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. So because it does seem like we take the easy way out when we might be busy. We're like, okay, look, I'm listening to the radio because no one's listening, so I'm going to idolize Future. I'm going to watch basketball. I'm going to idolize LeBron James. No, make these normal people special
Yep.
because we have enough of those. They do a great job, but we need make sure that they idolize, or I don't know, I'm not even going to tell you to idolize, but look up to these other people in different scenarios and make it look cool as well.
Yeah.
What would your answer be?
As much as I on social media that I'll share and talk about entertainers and athletes and whatnot, I also tend to show a lot of social justice activists and businessmen and whatnot as well.
I'll say you did a good job of making it cool for a black man to graduate college. You posted a lot.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah, like on some real life. Like I like for women, I always love to show individuals like Simone Sanders, Angela Rye,
She's good.
Jill Scott, even in her own right. For us men, I like to show individuals such as Sean King, Boyce Watkins, Claude Anderson. These are people that deal with us on a social as well as an economic level as well. And I think that's a part of the three-pronged initiative that's being done this year in the buy black, bank black, and give black. That's the third prong that we tend to forget. Give black meaning going back to your community and giving this knowledge that we have to the younger individuals. Like you said, your son, he was like, I want to be a scientist. Well, as soon as that comes out of his mouth, then that's when we start putting him around people within the scientific field within our own community.
Neil deGrasse Tyson. That's a good way to start right there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Neil deGrasse Tyson is awesome.